Nick's back with us from Elmwood CDJR. Nick, thanks for coming back. We're going to talk about the Wrangler 4xe today.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's great to be back, and we're going to talk about a great vehicle today.
We've got a lot of heritage with the new Wrangler. There's some competition with the Bronco, but this is still the king.
I don't think there was ever competition. But I think they're just trying to copy us at this point.
Great. So the 4xe, give us a little rundown of what we got going on here as far as what the 4xe is and how it fits in the lineup of the Wrangler.
Yeah, so the 4xe came out last year. They only introduced it on the Sahara and the Rubicon. As we can see here, they're going to bring it towards the Willys, which is a great package because it gives that off-road look. So it's going to have a whole new powertrain. It's going to be a 2-liter, 4-cylinder turbo, but it's also going to have your electric hybrid engine in there. And that's going to put off 475 foot-pounds of torque when you're using both engine and electric. And then for horsepower, you're actually going to get 375. So it's going to be the quickest Jeep Wrangler that we have, other than the 392. Off the start, but if you're just using the electric, it's not going to be as fast, and if you're just using the gas, it's not going to be as fast, but once you're in that hybrid mode, you really get all the power and the torque out of it.
So we get the charger up here for the 4xe?
Yeah, so that's where you're going to plug the vehicle in to charge the hybrid motor. It's going to come standard from factory with your Type 1 charger. It's an outlet charger to bring home. Takes roughly around 12 hours. A lot of people charge it overnight. You can schedule the charging. That way, when the electricity is cheapest, you can have it charge the vehicle. You can also get the option to install a Type 2 charger. This is going to charge your vehicle in 2 hours. They're going to be located at our dealership. They're going to be located at gas stations now pretty soon. So on the road, you can definitely find a quick charger. At home, you can just plug it right into the wall.
That's nice. And how much is the range? It goes full electric, right?
Yeah, so you can go full electric for roughly 20 miles, give or take, maybe a little more depending on how fast or how heavy your foot is.
Sure.
But you're also going to have the regenerative braking, which is constantly going to be putting energy back into the battery. So let's say your drive from work's only like 10 miles, 7 miles or so, you can go fully electric without using gas. It will kick in with gas every once in a while just so the gas doesn't go stale and everything.
Sure.
But yeah, if you really do put on it and it's only in electric mode, it will only use battery, so you'll get quick off the start, but then it might take a minute or so to get to highway speeds.
Perfect for around town, and something with gas prices the way they are, I think that's going to be really popular. And does it come just in the 4-door trim?
Yeah, so right now it only comes in the 4-door, and I think that's because with the whole new powertrain, they can't fit
it in the 2-door chassis.
Sure. Chassis, yeah.
All right, Nick, so we got a couple of different options here. Give us a little run through of what we can expect from each.
Yeah, so starting with the Willys, this is going to be your standard Jeep. It's a little bit above the Sport. It comes with off-road tires, LED lights. It gives you an off-road presence, but it's not going to be like the Rubicon off-road where it's going to have different suspension and all that stuff.
Sure.
It just gives you more aggressive look appearance-wise and, a little more features than your standard Sport. Sahara, this is where we're going to get into the more luxury options. It's more like a nice go-getter, like if you're going on summer drive and stuff like that. Sahara's going to be a great option for you. You can get leather seats in it, bigger tires, all the nice packages.
Nice. Then
you go into the Rubicon. Rubicon obviously has the name. It's your off-road vehicle.
Yep.
You can lock the axle. You can get the big 35s on it. Next, you're going to your high altitude. So this is basically your Sahara, but it comes standard with the bigger wheels, as we can see here.
Yep.
Everything's going to be color-coded paint matched, so your front bumper, roof, everything's paint matched. Other than that, it's about the same as the Sahara. It's just luxury.
Sure, it's very G-Wagon-esque.
Yeah. If you just replace that with G-Wagon high altitude. But so I definitely do prefer the Willys or the Rubicon, just based on what I like.
Sure, same.
So if you want, we can definitely go into a Willys and build that and let people see what they can get.
So this is our enthusiast spec 4xe.
Yes.
What can we expect on it?
So obviously I go with Start Screen. It's a notorious color. Everyone likes it. Everyone wants it. It looks great in person. So it comes standard 17-inch wheels, black aluminum, giving that more aggressive look. And then, you can also get the options of hard top, soft top. Soft top's nice and easy though, just because it requires one person. You just undo a couple latches, roll it right back, and then you're open to the sky. You can get doors with just the tops or just the bottoms.
Sure.
So for instance, this one's going to be your lowers only, so you're not going to have this window section. This is actually going to be cut out on the vehicle, so that's going to be fully open.
So like little half doors.
Yeah, it's like half doors basically.
Sure.
Like when you see those gated ones where it's just a half door. Or you can do one with the base upper. So this is going to be your windows that you can actually put in or take out. Pretty nice feature if you know you're just going to be using it for the summertime.
Just like the old YJs.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the
just
zip
like
ones.
The one. Yep, exactly like that. A lot of people do like to get this.
Rock sliders?
Yeah, the rock sliders,
Yeah.
just because of the taking it off-roading and stuff like that. They don't want to scratch the body or scratch the frame, and also getting into Jeeps. Sometimes it's nice to have a little bit of boost since they're a little bit taller than most cars.
Sure. Especially for me.
Oh, yeah. Going into hardtops and the type of roofs you can get on the vehicle, obviously you can get your soft top, pretty standard. Your Sunrider soft top, that's just going to be like a half soft top, and you put that right on top. You have your 3-piece hardtop. This is 2 pieces in the front and then that one big piece in the back.
Sure.
That's nice if you're driving year round. You know, obviously winter time, stuff like that, you might want to be enclosed on the hardtop.
A little quieter.
Yeah, exactly. A little quieter. Or you can get the body color hardtop. So that's what we saw on high altitude. This is where the whole hardtop's going to mesh.
And you can get that on the Willys.
Yes, you can.
Oh, neat.
Yep. And then you can do like your little small dual tops. This is where you get soft top and hard top. And then your sub-bonnet top, that's just to be in the front half. So that's nice also for the summer times.
And these are standard with the 8-speed automatic, I think, right?
Yeah, standard with the 8-speed automatic. You can get a manual. But yeah, let's talk about the interior. So this screen we see right here, this is going to be your 7-inch touchscreen, standard with the Willys. Your next option in is going to be the 8.4-inch screen that we see right here. This is going to come with navigation, all your nice and toys. Seat-wise, you can do black or tan. And, you know, most people do get the black just because it's a Jeep.
Yeah, of course.
It's going to get dirty.
That's what you and I do.
Doors are off, it's going to get dirty.
Yeah.
You go with the black. And, yeah, so as far as interior-wise, it's a nice vehicle. You can get, I want to say you can get heated seats in this vehicle. You can't get the ventilated seats. But, yeah, it's definitely a great Northeastern car.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's why they're so popular up here. And I know for anybody who watches the show, I go on and on about this. But there are actual buttons. Buttons for the windows, buttons for the HVAC controls. There's an actual shift linkage for the manual.
Not just pressing and vibrating.
Right.
Button. You actually get to press the button, which is nice.
Yeah, they understand that we wear gloves sometimes. It's very cold, so you can actually turn things.
Apple didn't get that message when they got rid of their home button.
No, they did not.
At least Jeep still got it.
Yeah, I think it's a really neat, very utilitarian interior, and I've had experience with these. I'm a huge fan. And actually, the newer ones, the interiors have come a long way, even in the past 10, 15 years.
Oh yeah, of course. And even the drive has too. A lot of people come in and ask me like, Jeeps drive so bad, like what? I was like, no, that's in the past. These are actually very comfortable cars, and they drive a lot smoother than what people know Jeeps as. They really outdid themselves, and it's actually a comfortable car to drive year round. So that's a great new thing that they also did. Oh yeah, and going to our packages that we can get on the Willys, you know, as I mentioned before, you get the 8.4-inch screen, you're going to get CarPlay with that, all the goodies. Next, advanced safety group. This is nice because the car can work for you, in a sense. If you're driving on the highway, going along long ways, you put on advanced safety group cruise control, you don't have to touch the gas or the brake. It'll come to a complete stop for you.
Wow.
But once it does come to a complete stop, it does cancel it out just because it's not, if you're not paying attention, and then
it takes back off.
Yeah. So it will come to a complete, they will cancel out advanced cruise control, but if you're just going from like in and out of traffic from like 30 to 20 to 15 and back up to 30.
You mean everywhere in Rhode Island?
Yeah, and we'll take care of that for you. So you want to touch the gas, you will still have to drive the car with your hands on the wheel. We're not that advanced yet. We are a Jeep still.
Yeah.
But yeah, so this will take care of that and also be a collision warning. So if you're ready to hit someone, it will warn you and can even slam on the brakes for you.
Sure.
Most people don't like that because then you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
But
because we're never looking at our phones.
Yeah, no one ever looks at their phone while driving. And then also your cold weather group. Great, you need this for the north.
Need
really
it.
Good. This is, when you do have a remote start, this will actually turn on your heated seats and your heated steering wheel when the temperature drops to a certain degree.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, so it's really nice for you getting into your car in those cold winter times you're in seat.
Once you've lived with a heated steering wheel, it's hard to go back.
Exactly, especially in the winter times. That you look forward to that. Your hands are cold walking outside. You're like, I need to grab this steering wheel right now.
Absolutely. And at Elmwood, you guys typically equip them with the cold weather package when they come in.
Yeah, being in a northern dealership, you kind of go standards.
Got to do it.
Yeah, we will have some that don't have it, obviously for cost purposes.
Yep.
But most of the time, most of the vehicles will come equipped with the cold weather group.
That's great.
Safety group, this is also great. Jeeps, you know, they're boxy cars. It's nice to have the safety group because it's going to be your blind spot protector. Cars on the side of you can't see it. It will pick up with that, and it'll show a little arrow. You can also get a little ding when you put your blinker on if it's still there. And it's also going to be your parking system to judge how close or far you are from a vehicle.
It saved me before.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we still offer the smokers group. You know, you can do your little cigarette lighter and your little ashtray.
I like that they call it a cigar lighter now, not a cigarette lighter.
Because I guess they're not both tobacco, but
yeah. That's pretty funny.
Yeah, so that one, we've been seeing those since the 60s and 70s. So
yeah.
Next, you know, as we can get the 7-screen package. It's one touch top, push of the button, opens the radio open, and then this is going to be standard with an 8.4-inch display. You can't get this package without the display. It's only going to be this and that.
Sure.
They also do offer the Sun and Sound package, which we will see on other cars, like such as the Rubicon Sahara. Then you're going to get Alpine speakers, the nice speakers with the sunroof.
And subwoofer and all that fun stuff. Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Nick, thanks so much for coming in and telling us about the 4xe. It's a really neat vehicle. We're always glad to have you back, and hopefully next time we can talk about the Grand Cherokee 4xe.
Yeah, great looking vehicle. That's all I can say about it, but it should be fun talking about this one of our most popular cars.
Absolutely.
So, thanks for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Of course. Elmwood CDJR, East Providence, right?
Exactly.
All right, thanks, buddy.
Of course.
See you soon.